Like it when it's chilly.
Yeah. Looks like it. That one's good. Go to make a quick statement and then question.
Well, the first two innings took like 20 minutes. It seemed like it was quick. And then I thought we did a really good job in the third inning of getting a couple pitches to hit, and we did, and scored a couple runs. But really, Root set the tone, just filling up the zone, mixing it, throwing cutter and a curveball and change up every now and then, fastball. Yeah, he just had really good stuff, command, and had some quick innings. And then obviously the fourth inning, I think it might have been the inning we stole a couple bases and, drove in, I think maybe all of our runs with two outs. I'm not sure, but it was a really good inning. And, then we felt like obviously we were in control up 7-0 with Zach pitching the way he was. He could have got another inning or two, but we wanted to get him out there, just saving a little bit for down the road. So we played solid baseball, well pitched, hit some home runs, hit a couple doubles, and just really like some of the timely hitting though. It was really good. Alois, I think, got the 2-out double in the third. So we scored a lot of runs with 2 outs. Come to think of it, I'm starting to add it up. Maybe 9 of the 10, something like that. So 2-out hits and 2-out RBIs. It's tough on the other team.
Talking about timely hits, Kendall, whether it's a more traditional walk off or some of these 7-inning run rules, he's done this a number of times for you. Just what do you think it is about him that when he comes up in those situations, he gets it done a lot of times?
Well, I think today it was just we just wanted to hit the ball hard, get a hit. I feel like his third at bat, or the at bat before, he got a first pitch slider and took a really good swing at it and missed it, popped it up, and this time he didn't miss it. But yeah, he's gotten some dramatic type hits for us, where there's singles or homers that have propelled us to some wins, obviously, over the last few years. And probably just the fact that he's done it before and he's relaxed, and that was a good swing.
I guess Root coming in had maybe one strikeout an inning from his time at Eastern Carolina. His strikeout numbers are up considerably this year. I guess what has kind of maybe led to that?
Well, again, I mean, I kind of talked about this a little bit last year. Just development, experience. It's gotten bigger and stronger here. Give credit to our pitching coaches and Coach Hobbs, but really Zach is just a good pitcher, and I'm sure that and now he's more powerful. He knows he's just got a really good mix, and he can locate. He can get you looking for that breaking ball or change up away, and then he'll bust you in. And fastball's 91, 92. Probably to the hitter, it looks 95. So just a little bit of everything there.
Has he been as good as you possibly could have hoped up to this point, or is there still areas that you think he could maybe, elevate it even more?
Well, I think he's been outstanding for us, since the season started. And I always believe that as time goes on, if you're healthy, you'll get better. And so I think his better days are still in front of him. Now he's going to have to, his next 10 outings are going to be against SEC teams. So he's pitched against these type teams before, and he did it down in Arlington, and so yeah, it's I still think there's room to get better. I always do.
After he had the no-hitter going into the fifth, and then they got the little dribbler and got a guy on base. It seemed like he kind of kicked it into gear at that point. Did you see that from him? Like maybe he found something extra?
Yeah, I think that any good starters, when they get runners in scoring position, they usually find another level to get to and get through it. And then we saw it out there. He gave up the little hit, and then kind of off the end of the bat type double down the left field line. It all happened within a couple of pitches, and then he got it together. His thought process is, they're not going to score on me.
You said yesterday on the radio that you challenged the team before the game, that you wanted to see them play well this weekend. Sometimes it doesn't happen that last weekend before conference play. Have you been pleased with what you've seen?
I mean, we played pretty good baseball. We've obviously a lot of timely hitting, and put together 3 really good innings. And, a lot of good at bats. Pitching's been good. Haven't given up much as far as walks and hit by pitches, that type of thing. I mean, the first two games we played really well. It didn't, it doesn't matter who you're playing. If you play well, you have a chance to win. And no matter who we were playing the last couple of days, we'd had a very good chance to win the games.
That's too about what you've seen from Davelin, just as a leadoff hitter. A lot of times there's even an at bat where it may go 8, 10 at bats and you don't get on, but it's still good at bat for him. I mean, but what's he done so well in that role to keep that role?
Well, he didn't get off to a good start. I thought he was swinging at stuff that he normally didn't swing at. And I mentioned that a week ago. That now it just seems like he's finally relaxed. He's taking a walk or two, and he's getting pitch counts up, and his at bats. I mean, just like yesterday, 8 or 9 pitches first at bat of the game, he grounds out to second. But it was a really good at bat, and then today, gets pitched, singles to left, singles to right, hits a home run, just a good leadoff guy. But he also can drive in some runs. He's got some power, and there's not a hitter in our lineup that can't hit a home run. Or when I say that, at any time, they're all powerful, and but they can run a little bit as well. So it's a threat, and even, putting Justin Thomas at the 9 hole, I could be hitting him the lead off for 2 hole, but we like him down there just because he gives us another leadoff type guy, but he can also hit the ball a long way. But, getting back to Davelin, he's just, that's what he did all fall for us. He was really good at it, and you're starting to see that.
What's the dynamic like with Vahiva and Cahill when they're both hitting like this? Is there like a brotherly competition, or what's it like between those two guys?
Well, you probably have to ask them, but I'm sure that there's probably a little bit of that going on. They live together, so I don't know, but maybe not. Maybe they don't say much at all, because that wouldn't surprise me either, because those two are pretty respectful. But they might jab each other a little bit. I don't know.
There's good and bad to it, I know, but you played so many of these games now where it's a 7-inning run rule. What do you think about this rule and kind of how it's changed the game the last couple of years?
Yeah, I don't know. You look at yesterday's game, we had 20 runs after 6 at bats or whatever it was. It's probably good we had a run rule today. Maybe there's a pitcher or two we want to see pitch. Same with them. The league's kind of put it on us. They want us to play the run rule. In most cases, probably want to be, if the run rules probably can be a good thing. Maybe it should be moved to 12 runs or 14 runs. I don't know. But it's 10, and that's what we do. So it's hard for me to, really comment on it. I mean, we play a lot of games. These guys spend a lot of time here, and, there's guys that we would like to get in, but sometimes for me as a coach, you got a huge lead and you're putting a guy in the 6th, 7th inning, what's that do for him? Maybe he doesn't really want to go in. Pitcher probably really doesn't want to go in with a 15-run lead or getting beat by 15. It's kind of a tough call there.
Coach, nice job.
Okay.